It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks, versatile running back. He's coming off a track meet kind of week, just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Hurts to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On play action, Young. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Young looks to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Down to about the 37. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the #1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
A gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Throwing, Young. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Young will set to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Cameron Sample in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. That'll be caught by James. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end, Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 24 now, here's second and 2. Young to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Again, it's Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a second down throw for Young. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. They'll come up facing third and 5. Now Young. Touchdown Washington. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get second and 10 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That ball caught by Campbell. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Smith from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Young. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Seattle.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Back to the same target, Campbell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Campbell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Israel Abanikanda, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Young. And this pass caught by Gray. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Now Young. He's got it. It's Spiller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air once more, Young. And he knocks knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Young. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spraying the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Chubb. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad Bateman from 6 yards away. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Got an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Hurts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is Smith with a grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chubb on the counter. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
That's good for Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Young. He finds Bateman over the middle. And brought down, but now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone for Washington. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Scott. call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd down, Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Young will set to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. The defense got the better of them last series. If they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And trouble trying the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, complete to Spiller. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Now 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To number 86. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 30-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw, Young. And he's going to go down again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made. Yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
But he will not get in here. He stepped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On first down, Hurts. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down, Seahawks.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll look to throw. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to... And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now 1 Washington. Down 31-28. 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And Young's throw there incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Young to throw. Pass complete to Chubb. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across from midfield.